When fillers stop working, there is really a point when fillers stop rejuvenating and start distorting. It doesn't happen overnight, really happens gradually. A little more volume here, a little more volume there, and then the face looks really fuller, but not younger. I am Dr. Carolina Restrepo, board certified plastic surgeon and co-founder of Premium Care Plastic Surgery in Cartagena. In this episode, I want to explain you why fillers eventually stop working and how to recognize when it's time for a different solution. What fillers are designed to do? We can start with this because fillers are not bad. In the right patient at the right time, they can be really useful. They restore volume loss, they soften shadows, they improve contour, and if they are used correctly, they can delay surgery and maintain some balance for some time or even some years. But fillers were never designed to leave the scented tissue, and that's where the problem begins. Facial aging is not just about the volume loss in some areas, it's about the descent, some main ligaments loosen, some fat pads shift downward, the jawline really softens, the mid-face drops, and you also see extra skin. So if you treat the descent with more volume, you may temporarily cover the issue, but really that is not the way that you can correct it. And over time, the face becomes really heavier, fuller, less defined, and most importantly, not you. That's when patients say, I look really puffy, really full, but I don't look younger. And that's the main thing with this episode today, because there are some key questions that are important to identify when it's important to stop those fillers. So when do you know if they are really working or when they are not, they are working against you? And there are different signs to recognize this. There are 3 common signs that I really look for when I am in a consultation with my patients. First, loss of the jawline definition despite the volume increase that has been done. Second, the face can be really white, especially in photos. And third is the heaviness in the lower face, especially in the area where you don't get any improvement with more fillers. And those things can appear usually when you treat the tissue with more volume. And volume cannot reposition the structure. So why is the lifting important? And then is where it really becomes regular. A properly facelift can really address the deeper tissues and doesn't add the volume. It really puts the tissues in a natural position and restores the contour and really redefines the jawline. And often after structural lifting, really you don't need fillers, or you can use a little bit of fat grafting, if any at all. So surgery is not about doing more, it's about doing what is the correct intervention in the correct time. So one misconception is that surgery is always a dramatic step, that is too much. And in reality, continuing to overfill a descended face often creates a more noticeable change, and really you can get more with a well-executed lift. When lifting is done the way it should be, patients look natural, they don't look different. They look like themselves and younger, like you can take 10 years really away. For our patients during consultation, this distinction becomes even more important. If someone arrives expecting just a little more filler in anywhere in the face, but really needs repositioning, the conversation will happen really honestly. And we are going to be clear. And that means that we will recommend what will produce the most stable and natural result. Not simply what feels like less invasive or a minimum procedure in that moment. Our approach is conservative with volume, but really precise with structure. Fillers have a role, but surgery has also a big one. So the key is understanding timing. The goal is never to chase youth through a lot of or more volume, and it's really to restore your anatomy, your balance with intention. So if you are in front of the mirror and think, I have done fillers, but something still feels off, maybe you are not imagining. And if you may not be about needing more volume, it might be about needing repositioning. And it's important to recognize that moment before distortions start or sets in. And this is critical. In the next episode, we will talk about one of the most discussed techniques in facial surgery. Is our technique, the one that we really have advanced with, and is deep plane facelift versus anything else, and what really truly matters. So I will see you there. Subscribe for the next episode.